All right, so how do you see the future of new construction homes and evolving in the next 5 to 10 years? What does that look like?
Man.
Do we see AI and robots coming out building
Like those
houses
Tesla
in the
bots,
next
those
spot?
Optimus spots.
I think some of the more efficient ways to build houses, like we were talking about 3D printing and all those different types of new ideas to build houses. And you know, we got to look at a lot of different things. You know, just the world is changing, right?
Right.
I mean, just in the way of you know, global warming. Some people don't want to recognize that, but it's happening. You know, I mean, like just say for instance, up north, and we were talking about heating and AC a little while ago. Up north, you know, you have to install gas systems. They don't heat, you know, heat pump systems aren't efficient enough.
I mean, you're from Pennsylvania. They did heating oil up there, right?
Yeah, it's all like heating oil,
Yep.
gas systems. You know, they don't do that down here because the climate is different.
Yeah.
For now, but as that changes, you know, we're gonna have to start adjusting how we install heating and AC systems, right? I mean, just basic things like that. So, you know, I think altogether we have to eventually start thinking about, you know, long-term effects of how these houses are built and what is going to be required down the line. You know, right? We can't keep thinking about today. You know, we got to think about tomorrow and what these houses are going to need to sustain themselves for long periods of times. I want to build houses that someday somebody's going to say, look, this house was built in, you know, 2024 and it's 100 years from then. You know what I'm saying? My house is still standing the test of time, you know. And that's what we're looking for. So, you know, we work hard every day to try to accomplish that. But I think, you know, a lot more energy needs to be put into that. You know, how to build more sustainable houses. You know, these 3D printed houses. I mean, I'm not too familiar with that, but I think it is more cost effective. I don't know how well it stands up to. You know.
I showed you guys that Elon Musk house that's been going on the internet. It's called the Boxabl. You saw how it kind of folded out like that. Somehow cost $50,000.
Right.
How can that be something that would that work here in our area? I don't know if it would work other places.
I don't know. It may, because here we're pretty well situated geographically, right? You know, we don't sustain a lot of you know, tornadoes and you know, flooding and things like that. Fortunately, let me knock on wood, right? Because God forbid, I don't want that to happen anytime soon. But a lot of those things are governed by the wind resistance and all these different things that the engineers take into account, and how, you know, our houses will sustain those types of things. So I think here, you know, based off of what we know right now, they would work. You know, I mean, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. Now, if we were down in Florida or somewhere where it's always flooding, or, you know,
A lot of hurricanes
and all that kind of stuff, maybe it might be different. I'm not sure, but I'm not an engineer. Fortunately, fortunately, I'm not an engineer.
I mean,
you know,
anywhere they put trailers at, I imagine.
yeah, you would think that you could get away with that, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I think that we definitely have to look at different options of building houses. You know, these stick frame houses that we build here, they're fine for us, but and you know, that goes back to more affordable housing. I think that if we could implement some of these different building practices, we could get the houses a little bit more affordable. You know what I mean? So, you know, if we could build a house for $50,000, you know, I mean, of course that would transfer to the end user, you know, and we can get people in houses a lot more affordably. So, yeah, so we have to be open to those things and welcome them, and hopefully, not hopefully, but we have to push the municipalities to, you know, really take a hard look at these engineering practices that are happening across the country in different areas and bring them here.
Because I'll tell you what, if you get some of those, either the 3D printed ones with the concrete or maybe something like the Boxabl one from Elon Musk or something like that, I'll tell you what, as an agent, I can sell the shit out of those things every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do whatever it takes to do a marketing thing. I can get, and especially if it's the right price. I mean, they sell that all day like hotcakes.
Yeah.